Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'asher, Rakakodash, double honor to the Apostle, Elder, Great Minister, rule well, teach well. Shout out to the 144,000 men that's pushing and teaching in this word in all true sincerity. Shout out to the Israelite foreign scattered. Shout out to the men, the children, and the women that's tuning in and listening. Shout out to the Israelite foreign scattered abroad and scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. And if I say shalom out to the men and women that's behind the scenes listening and tuning in, shalom and shalom yet again. And Lord, wasn't this video edifying and quick and straight to the point? This video right here is a response and an intransitive video to what Nathaniel of Iuic said, breaking something very incorrectly down. If it was not a few months ago, Nathaniel said Magog and Gog will come up against Israel and the kingdom. It's going to be a battle, and that's not false. And recently he said what did he say? I'm pretty sure he said after 1,000 years the slave, the heathen will be done away with, and that ain't true. Because how are we going to have servants and handmaids and slaves in the kingdom? So first, I'm going to start off with Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. So Israel is the Lord's favorite. None of these other nations, the Lord doesn't love everybody. The Lord says he will yet choose Israel, which he loves Israel. And set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be join with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. And yeah, those strangers are the Israelite foreigners. So verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and shall make them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And yeah, this is exactly what we're about to do. Well, the hopeful the elect are going to do. We're not going to be, our handmaids and servants are primarily going to be heathens. We're not going to just sit up here and eradicate all the heathens. Only Esau would be done away with after those 1,000 years. That doesn't mean all the other nations are going to be done away with. That just means they're going to be servants and handmaids. In verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou was made to serve. And yeah, we was made to serve all these nations. We've been through all of the captivities. We'll suffer the worst type of beating ever. And this ain't just a regular, this just the beating for this. This beating has been for forever. Our people been through all types of slavery, all types of bondages. We've been through Egypt, Babylon, Persia, Medes, all of that, man. We've been through everything possible. So the Lord's going to, only time we had peace was 40 years through King David and King Solomon. So what you think is going on, not even just that, the Lord is going to make sure Israel get theirs back, and he will make sure we get ours back. So from there, I'm going to go to Micah chapter 4 and verse 1 for a second. Micah chapter 4. This is Micah chapter 4 and verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow into it. This haven't happened yet. This will happen in the kingdom though. Because how can the people flow onto basically flow into Jerusalem if we're not set up as a top of the nations? We haven't fully yet at all. We haven't fully. Well, we're still beginning to, but we haven't fully went through that yet. In verse 2, and the nation shall come and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of Yahweh of Jacob, and will teach us of his ways. And yeah, we can't teach the heathen anything right now, because we're in subject with the heathen. We're in line with the heathen. We're under their foot right now. How can we teach them something when we can't even uphold our own laws, statutes, and commandments? We break them daily. You We have to work on the Sabbath. We can't. I mean, if you can get the day off of the Sabbath, I mean, you should try to. But a vast majority of the time, you can't get your days off on the Sabbath. And He will teach us His ways, and we will walk in His paths. And yeah, we're not walking in the paths yet, man. We're seeking the old ways, but we're not fully walking in those paths yet. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord for Jerusalem. And yeah, and we are not going to be able to do that until Yahweh Shai comes back. Yet again, in verse 3, and He shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords unto plowshares and their spears unto pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against another nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And yeah, once World War III happened, that's gonna be the last war we're gonna have, man. Because the whole earth is gonna be at peace. The universe will be at peace when the Lord comes back. We ain't got to deal with no more deforestation. We ain't got to deal with so-called what's the word I'm looking for? Overpopulation. The planet ain't overpopularized. Esau just like to cram everybody in one fucking spot and have us all looking stupid. We won't have a wicked judge over us. And then what's my other precept I had? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Daniel 7, because really, yet again, once we get in our rulership, I think that's the one now. Once we get in our rulership, the Lord ain't gonna sit up here and be having us looking crazy. Why would we have to go through war again if we already immortal? The Lord just clearly said He's gonna have Israel back at the end of the day, so we won't be sitting up here looking left out, looking crazy, and all of that. So, that's basically what that goes to show. It says. So now I'm about to go to Daniel chapter 7 real quick. Let me see, Daniel chapter 7 and verse 13. This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 13. I saw in the night, in his day, Daniel had a vision, and in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came out of the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient Days. They were brought to near Him. And yeah, this is Yahweh Shai speaking of in verse 14. And there was given to Him dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all the nations and languages shall serve Him. And this is Yahweh Shai. All the nations shall serve Him. There won't be no nations that out here breaking rank, going out their way to harm Israel. That is not what the prophecy says. Because if the prophecy said that, we wouldn't be sitting up here. We would already know that. That wasn't written. Shall serve Him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion. So this kingdom will come is everlasting. We will be forever immortal. We will forever be on top, and we will never fall again. This is our last punishment. This is our last ass beating, which shall not pass away, and His kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. And yeah, this the Yahweh Shai kingdom will not be destroyed. It won't be just for 40 years or for a certain amount of time, forever and ever, as they say. Actually, let me get that. Forever. I don't think I got that in Isaiah 14. Nah, hold on, let me see. I probably typed it wrong. Forever. Let me see. Ooh, that's a lot of them. Okay, anyway, let me go. Just a lot. Okay. Damn. I'm about to find it. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Hold on. Nah. Either in the Old Testament or in the New one. Let me see. Forever and ever. I'm pretty sure I got that one. But yeah, nonetheless, the point being made that the Lord's kingdom, Yahweh's kingdom, will be established forever and ever. We won't have wars. We won't have no problems with other heathen. I mean, we're still gonna hate the heathen, but we're also gonna be merciful upon them. We're not just gonna be straight cracking domes for our whole kingdom. No, we're gonna crack their domes for them 1,000 years and build up our kingdom. I mean, when they act up, we're gonna crack their domes and punish them, but we not gonna sit up there and just unruly punish them. Because really, you have to have subjects. You have to have slaves, people under you. And those slaves are going to be at the bottom of the bottom. Actually, I'm going to get Obadiah 18. Because really, Obadiah 1, not Obadiah 18, this is Obadiah 1 in verse, let me see. Actually, yeah, Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. For the house of Jacob shall be a flame, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any more remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. And yeah, after the 1,000 years, Esau getting his getting dome cracked, smacked around, and all messed up. The Lord is going to have mercy upon Israel at the end of the day, and only Esau will be done away with. It don't say all the other nations will be done away with. All the other nations gonna get all the other nations are gonna be getting their domes cracked too, but they're not gonna be utterly destroyed as Esau will be. But nonetheless, yeah, I was just gonna basically debunk that theory, debunk that ludicrous statement, and Lord willing, this be edifying unto the elect. And before I close, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and on to the next one, Shalom.